What it do, people? It's your boy Derek, and I'm back on the mic today. Gonna be by myself today. We're supposed to do a show yesterday. We got caught up with a few things, so we actually did not have one. And Denny is working today, so unfortunately, he won't be able to join me at all. But we have a loaded show today. But before we start, I do want to remind you guys to go down there below and subscribe, man, and hit that like button for me. So yeah, appreciate you guys. There's some pretty cool things that we saw over the weekend and in the last couple days, as far as new teams doing new things with uniforms and helmets and rings. I don't know if you guys know, but the Rams finally got their Super Bowl rings, and this is what they look like. I'm gonna share my screen here. Boom, 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 boom. It should be this one right there. Alrighty. Let me see. Make sure this looks good on my screen. Oops. I kind of like this one. Okay. Back to what I was doing. So this is on the Rams Twitter page. If you go at Rams NFL, you will see this. All right. I mean, just look at this thing, dude. Oh, wow. The bling. Got the number on the side, world champions. And look, the stadium's in there. Like, what? Insane. And all that. Like, that is dope. I don't know, man. I just thought that's pretty dope. The way the Rams have their Super Bowl rings. You got the stadium on the inside of the Super Bowl ring. You got, obviously, your name on one side, Aaron Donald, your number. And on the other side says world champions. Like, I don't know. It just looks pretty dope to me. And it's blinged out, man. Shout out to the Rams. Good shit. But some other individuals that did some changing to their stuff that I was talking about earlier is the Bengals. The Bengals have new white helmets, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see their new helmets. Boom, 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 boom. If you go to @Bengals on Twitter, this is where it's at. Boom. I mean, just look at that, man. Those are sick. Oh, wow. But wait, guys, there is more. The Bears also have a new uniform and a helmet, not a share screen, so you can see theirs. If you go at Chicago Bears on Twitter, you'll see these. This is one. Got the orange helmets. There's another picture of it. I don't know. I kind of feel like those kind of look like the Browns colors from back then. I don't know if I like it. Like the all orange look, maybe the orange helmet, yeah, and then like maybe I don't know, blue or something. I don't know. I don't like this one. Let's see. And also the Eagles have a new helmet. Let's share my screen and show you that one. I think, unless I just exited out of the wrong one. Oh no. No, they're right here. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. Pops up right away. All right. Yep. If you go at Eagles on Twitter, you will be able to see it. This is their new helmet right here. I don't know. I'm colorblind, so this kind of looks like their same exact helmet, just all black anyway. It's all right. I like it. Pretty dope. And guess who else? The Cardinals. Cardinals got their own. Let's check theirs out. And the Jets are after this one. So yeah, here is theirs.
To complement
At
our alternate
AZ
and color rush uniform,
Cardinals.
we're introducing a new alternate helmet this season.
Hit it. Wow. That's nice. Can I touch it?
Oh, that's awesome.
With a galactic black fire sky shell,
Nice.
the absence of color explodes with infinite red granite flecks, mined from the depths of the Sonoran Desert.
Holy.
So you know it's good.
Excuse my language.
A midnight black face mask means dark intentions.
Logo's cool. Got a little depth to it.
And the shadowy three-dimensional accents to the iridescent cardinal insignia puts the go in logo. Part science, part work of art, and guaranteed to turn heads.
Yeah.
The alternate helmet does not replace the traditional white helmet and will be used for 1 week of practice in 3 games, not responsible for helmet envy symptoms. Should helmet envy symptoms develop, please see your nearest fantasy football commissioner for unprofessional football advice. Football helmet should only be used for protection, not while cooking and driving for any household construction projects.
It's got like a little glitter in it. Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny. And here is the Jets. Jets. Boom. That's what it is. If you go at NYJETS on Twitter, you will find them. Here is some photos. Looking sleek. Honestly, I like it, dude. I like it. I like how everyone's going to this alternate look. Let's give it a little spaz to the season, like some flavor to the season. I'm liking it. I'm liking all the alternate helmets. I'm liking the new helmets. Except for the Bears. Bears, I'm sorry. I didn't like your uniform. Maybe your helmet. I don't know. I just feel like I don't like the uniform being all orange. Maybe like an orange helmet and blue. I don't know. I would have to see it. I wish I had like the Madden thing right now. I can adjust it and just look at different colors real quick. And I can pick a couple good ones for you guys. Because I don't know. I mean, just it doesn't look good. But if you guys go out there and ball out and play, I mean, does it really matter? Vince McMahon is retiring as the WWE chairman and CEO. Paul Levesque, for those of you who don't know, that is Triple H. He's replacing Vince as the WWE's head of creative direction. This is all in light of the new allegations that have come out about his sexual misconduct in the WWE. Here's an article by ESPN. If you go, it says the most important person in the history of professional wrestling is handing over the reins. Vince McMahon is retiring as the World Wrestling Entertainment chairman and CEO. He announced that on Friday. In WWE news release, the 76-year-old McMahon further announced that his daughter, Stephanie, and current WWE president, Nick Khan, will be taking over as co-CEOs. Stephanie McMahon, who has been acting as an interim CEO, will also take over as chairwoman, according to the McMahon statement. McMahon has previously stepped down from his role as chairman and CEO in the wake of a Wall Street Journal report that revealed a WWE board investigation into a secret $3 million settlement given by McMahon to a former WWE paralegal. But at the time, McMahon still kept his role as the head of the WWE creative, and sources told ESPN that McMahon stepping down was done for optics. So, the Wall Street Journal followed up with another report about alleged McMahon improprieties on July 8th. The newspaper reported that the board was investigating $12 million given to 4 former WWE employees or contractors to silence allegations about McMahon's sexual misconduct. The $12 million included an alleged $7.5 million to a former female WWE wrestler who said McMahon coerced her into having oral sex, demoted her, and then didn't renew her contract in 2005 after she resisted further sexual encounters with him. McMahon retirement represents a massive shift in the world of professional wrestling, where he has been a fixture since buying WWE from his father in the 1980s. McMahon built WWE into a billion-dollar brand with a worldwide reach, a promotion that stood tall over the decades against its competition. I'm extremely yeah. I mean, I'm not reading the rest of that, but yeah, pretty much Vince McMahon is stepping down his position at the WWE, and Triple H is taking it over. He's also no longer the CEO either. They have co-CEOs now. The current WWE president and Stephanie McMahon are now going to be one of those. I think it's good. It's good for WWE. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him for doing any of those things or any of those allegations that are out there, just for the simple fact, dude, like this guy had on live TV before bra and panties matches. Like, I wouldn't doubt it if any of those sexual allegations are true. So, and he's a billionaire, so you can always, shut people up with money. That's pretty much how he does it. But yeah. All right, let's see what we got next. Just a quick note. Detroit Lions' newest offensive assistant coach is a former Ohio State quarterback named J.T. Barrett. Good shit, Barrett. I just want to give you a shout out, man, let you know that I'm rooting for you, and that's pretty cool that you get to be an offensive assistant and get your little, dabbling into the coaching world and seeing how all that stuff is, and hopefully you flourish and become something pretty great, man. Sweet. I always root for my Ohio State alumni. You know what's really cool, though? Jim Irsay bought Muhammad Ali's championship from George Foreman Win for $6.18 million. I'm gonna share an article. I mean, this guy is such a cool billionaire. You just have one of the coolest collections of all time. If you go to at Jim Irsay on his Twitter, he put breaking Muhammad Ali's championship belt from 1974, a rumble in the jungle, when he employed his rope-a-dope and defeated George Foreman, and just added it to his Irsay collection, which I'm probably going to follow that in a second. I'll show you guys. Just in time for the August 2nd show at Chicago's Navy Pier and September 9th at Indy. Proud to be a steward. And that's what it looks like, which is pretty cool. Irsay it is streams music, American history. I'm going to give you a follow. Got some cool stuff on here, guys. Yeah. Anyways, I just think he's got one of the coolest collections of stuff in the history of stuff. Like, it's just pretty cool that he's able to do all that stuff. Vegas, Orlando, and San Antonio are going to join the XFL in 2023. And there's a couple other teams that are leaving, which would be, I believe, New York, Los Angeles, and Tampa Bay. They're leaving from the lineup. Those markets had the three lowest average attendance figures during the 2020 season when the XFL last played. So it makes sense not to put them back there as to set themselves up for failure again if they do. So dabbling in other markets, I find it weird that there's a lot of teams out in Texas. I mean, we have San Antonio, Arlington, Texas. We'll join Arlington. Oh, Arlington, Texas. Okay. Houston and San Antonio. So 3 teams that are going to be in Texas. Yeah. I don't know what team I want to root for, honestly. Like, let's see. Well, actually, they're right here. I guess I just want to see which players are on those teams. I like the coaches, though. Wade Phillips is a good coach. I might go for Houston. Honestly, that might be my pick. Ooh, Hines Ward, though. Ooh, wow. For San Antonio. Honestly, I might root for Hines Ward, San Antonio. We'll see. I want to see who joins their team. And let's see. Ian Rappaport is being called out by Dobbins. What are you talking about, you say? Well, I will show you the motherfucking tweet, dude. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. J.K. Dobbins says, okay, I'm tired of being quiet. Come to me for your source at Rap Sheet because I might not even go on pup because that's how good my rehab is going. And I'm damn sure going to be ready for week 1 because Ian Rappaport previously put up that he's no for sure thing week 1 and he hasn't had any setbacks, but his knee injury was a serious one and Baltimore has no incentive to rush him back. They protected themselves by signing veteran Mike Davis. Now, I do want to let you guys know, I want to say that Ian Rappaport just retweeted this not too long ago. Let's see. Or not retweeted this, but he said that he is in fact going on the pup list, which I thought was funny. It's on here somewhere. Dude, this man tweets a lot. I want to say it was just the other day. I don't know. I'm losing interest now. But whatchamacallit, yeah, he already went on the pup list. I thought it was funny. Ian Rappaport came on the Pat McAfee show and said that he stands by his word. He still thinks he's going to go on the pup list. He goes by his sources. He doesn't think his sources would lie to him. He was really confident behind those. And sure enough, another report comes out and says, okay, he's going on the pup list. And he gets put on the pup list. So I thought that was kind of funny. But let's see. I can move that one right there. Did you know there's death by DNA? What do you mean, Derek? Well, I'll show you. X out of that. You can take someone's DNA and design a weapon that can kill them. House Intelligence Committee members warn people not to share health data with sites like 23andMe because it can be used to program new bioweapons to target them. It says United States Representative Jason Crow warned that bioweapons are being made that use a target's DNA to only kill that person during the Aspen Security Forum on Friday. The congressman said that the development of the weapons is worrisome, and given the popularity of DNA testing services like 23andMe. 23andMe has stated that it does not sell off customers' private information, but other DNA companies have provided information to the police upon request. In 2019, it was found that several Russian and Chinese labs were processing DNA tests for Americans, though Medicare and Medicaid, or for Americans through Medicare and Medicaid. Officials warned that bioweapons could also target animals and disrupt food supplies around the globe. That's just the gist of it. I'm just thinking to myself, so why would I feel like this article is just intended to scare people and piss them off. I'm thinking to myself, how on earth, not how on earth, why on earth would the government want to use some, I'm sure it's $1 billion or millions of dollars of equipment to look at my DNA? I'm nothing special. I'm not some big major figure. I shouldn't have to worry about this. This is something someone who has a lot of money should probably worry about, because they could target them. They ain't going to target me. I ain't anything special. I don't do anything special. I don't feel like they would have a need for my DNA. So I don't know why they would use $1 billion thing to do that. And target me to die. But it does raise a good question, though. What if they can target multiple people at once? Certain populations, take out all the blacks, take out all the Mexicans, and all the Puerto Ricans. I'd be like, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The fact that we're testing these types of things just worries me in general. I don't know why we do this. I guess we have to be one step ahead in war, I guess, so that way we don't get knocked on our ass. But still, at the same time, it just puts the living fear in us sometimes. You're like, what the fuck? What if I just die because that I'm allergic to something? And I don't even know it, but you have my DNA, and you looked at it. Okay, he's allergic to this. Boom. Hey, Derek, you want to try this? And I don't even know. Chewing it, and then boom, I'm dead instantly. I swell up I don't know. Anyways, I didn't type this up, but anyways, I'll just share it with you. The Houston Texans player, John Michie III, he's recently diagnosed with acute promyelocytic leukemia, or APL. The most curable form of leukemia, he said, I am currently receiving great medical care. I'm in good spirits and I expect to make a recovery at a later point in time. As a result of the diagnosis, I will likely not be playing football this season. My main focus will be on my health and recovery. Thank you in advance for your support and well wishes. I cannot wait to come back stronger than ever. God bless. Shout out to John Mechie. Hope that you get healthy, man. All that stuff sucks. And you know, it really changes your world and your whole perspective once you hear some news like that. You know, you're like, oh, wow. Thought you're going to be playing football this season, but instead you're actually going to be taking the season off because now you got to worry about you and getting right and making sure that you beat this. And it says it's one of the most curable, so that's good. But yeah, hopefully we see you back and balling out and killing it and doing great. Just want to give you a shout out on the show, and I hope you a good recovery and good health in the future, man. Dun, 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 dun. Danny Amendola retired. Adam Schefter put out the tweet, of course. I've been having a lot of his tweets on here lately. He said multiple teams calling this offseason two-time Super Bowl champion wide receiver Danny Amendola has decided to retire from the NFL. It was better than I could have ever imagined, Amendola said about his career. I mean, honestly, it's pretty legendary. I mean, this man was pretty good. I'm not going to elaborate on his stats or anything like that, but obviously he's with Tom Brady the majority of his career. He's bounced around to several other teams, and you know, you just know when it's time. You know, I feel like that's kind of the cool thing now about players that, you know, like them going out there playing the game, and then finally when you realize that maybe you've had too much or you're getting injured quite a lot and you're not on the field as much, it's not as fun. And that's when you know you got to take that step back. You never know, he could come back. It might not be fun right now, but he can miss it and want to come back. They always get that itch. They always do. But yep, just want to say that he retired. Some other crazy stuff happened. Chris Carson is retiring due to a neck injury. Ian Rappaport tweeted out that Seahawks star running back Chris Carson is retiring from the NFL due to a neck injury, so as to say. Seattle will officially release him with a failed physical designation under the CBA that allows Carson to receive several million in injury protection benefits. Seattle does right by him, which is good shit. I'm glad they took care of their player. I mean, it sucks that Chris Carson has to retire from this next ring, and I hope he gets better from it, man. That's a damn shame, you know, because you don't get to go out on your own standards, you know, like everyone wants to like Danny Amendola retire when they want to retire, and he didn't get to do it on his own. He's being forced to retire due to a neck injury. And that just, it sucks, man. So I feel for you, man. Get healthy, bro. And let's see. Kyler Murray has a weird provision in his contract. You're like, What do you mean, Derek? What do you mean? Well, the 33rd team, FB, Twitter said, Kyler Murray's interests outside of football have created a huge issue. Of the thousands of contracts per season, there has never been a provision included in a player's contract requiring the player to study the game of football. Click on this. Of the thousands, blah, 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 blah. If you have yet to read it, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, that is the whole contract, but I'm not going to read it. But pretty much what people are saying is that he doesn't study film and that he's going to have to study 4 hours of film, I think a week or per day or something like that is what the stipulation was. If he wants to get paid that amount of money that he's going to get paid. I've heard of players just not studying and going out there and balling out and just doing their thing. Gronk said that he used to just go up to Tom Brady and have them, Tom Brady tell him all the plays all the time. And then he would just, go out there and do his thing. So maybe they want Kyler Murray to take the next level, and they feel like having him study 4 hours a day is going to help that. But at the same time, it's kind of it's kind of a negative connotation to it too, because if you're Kyler Murray's camp and you're seeing this on there, it's kind of like a disrespectful thing. Like, because what if you do study and now they're making it seem like you don't because this is a public contract that everyone's going to see. So, I mean, there's two sides of that, but I don't know, man. Hopefully he does study, or hopefully like he doesn't need to study as much because he's just an exceptional player. But I don't know, man. That is a fishy one. I want him to comment on that. I want to hear what he has to say about that. Let's see. Just a couple of random things. I just want to make sure. Okay. The Browns signed Josh Rosen. He's going to be backing up Deshaun Watson. As you know, Baker has moved on. Actually, he's not going to be backing up Deshaun Watson. Jacoby Brissett's going to be backing him up. But if they're signing this guy as depth, just in case Deshaun Watson's unavailable throughout the season, not throughout the season, during the beginning of the season, and say Brissett gets injured, you have this guy who can come in and help, lessen the blow. But honestly, I've seen Josh Rosen play. Don't think it's good. I mean, they literally drafted Kyler Murray the very next year and just kind of got rid of him, and he's been bouncing around. He hasn't really stuck on a team. So I don't think he's that good. And I don't think he's going to be able to help, but maybe he can learn a thing or two sitting behind those two guys. Julio Jones to the Bucks. They're loaded now. What are you saying? Tom Brady has another target he can throw to. Adam Schefter said 7-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Julio Jones is signing a 1-year deal with Tampa Bay Buccaneers per source. The soon-to-be 45-year-old Tom Brady now will have a chance to throw to the 33-year-old Jones. It's been said that Julio Jones is now like fully healthy. He doesn't have any lingering injuries. That he's going to this is going to be kind of the old Julio that we used to see. And the crazy thing is, he's got Tom Brady throwing him the ball. I mean, that offense is loaded. They have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I think they have Cameron Braid on the team. I think OJ Howard. I can't remember if he's still on the team or not. Not to mention, they also just signed Kyle Rudolph to a 1-year deal on that team. So, I mean, you got Kyle Rudolph, who's a pretty solid tight end. You know, he's kind of past his prime a little bit, but he's still very what's the word I'm looking for? Like able to produce, productable, I want to say. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, I mean, he's on the team. You got Julio Jones. It's like, damn, now they're loaded. Let's go. They want to win another chip. And, I kind of want Julio Jones to win a chip because I feel like he got screwed over with Matt Ryan, but, it happens. What if it's Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Colts? And he's Julio Jones versus Matt Ryan. That'll be some. See his old teammate go against his own teammate. Anyways, they had some pretty cool appearances at camp or training camp, and Aaron Rodgers came as Nick Cage from Con Air, and I thought that was probably the coolest one I've seen. I think Russell Wilson came in his own jersey, which is just in his own entity, like that's just swag to where you're on the confidence level that you would have to have. But this man, I mean, they look almost just alike. I mean, look at those guys. The reigning MVP showed up as Nick Cage in Con Air. I mean, dude. Obviously, I think that Nick Cage looks a little bit more jacked in that photo. It could just be the lighting or something like that. But, man, I just thought that was pretty cool, funny. I think even Pat McAfee even retweeted it out. They had him, walking out. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. That's got to be on here. That's the last thing I'm talking about today, anyways. Yeah, there's Russell Wilson right there in his own jersey. Where is the video? I know one of you punks have it. Oh wow. Yeah, there was a video that was out. He like was walking around just putting his hair back, flashing the wind. I don't know. It was funny, man. But I appreciate you guys hearing me banter and talking here about random stuff. The NFL stuff, the whole DNA, them targeting you. Shit's scary. But don't forget to subscribe below, guys. I need 94 more subscribers so I can get to 200. Be sure to hit that like button. I do appreciate everybody listening. I kept this a short show. It's 30 minutes. We ain't got really much to talk about because there hasn't really been a whole lot of NFL news lately. But we're dabbling. It's about to be fantasy football season, so I'll have some fantasy football news for you guys. I think I'm gonna try and do a draft thing for you guys, like prep draft for you, so that way you guys kind of have an idea of who you should be targeting in your drafts. But I'll get to that stuff when it happens. But yeah, subscribe below, guys, and hit that like button. I appreciate you guys listening. Deuces.